So I'm now joined by Craig Davis after a deflating 2-1 defeat away at Met Police. Despite a positive performance, and all over social media, David, I'm seeing the fans acknowledging a great performance. How did you yourself view the outcome of the game?
Yeah, I thought we were excellent, to be honest. For long spells against a team, Met Police are a well-established team in this league. Been in and around playoffs every year. They're well in the top half this year. Yeah, we took the game to them. To be honest, we and that's what we vowed to do the rest of this season is, go out and express yourself. Try and look to put in good performances, and hope that's enough to get you a result. Normally, it will be. I think if we play to our levels, we'll more than compete against every team pretty much. One or two that are exceptional in this league, but other than them, we would back ourselves if we play well to get a result. Unfortunately, you don't always get what you deserve in football. But if we don't play well, we won't get a result. So we've got to concentrate on that. And today, yeah, we were excellent. Played some great football, moved the ball really well on a good pitch. Lovely facilities there. That helped. And yeah, with conditions, it was very windy first half against the wind, and yeah, we carved out the most of the better chances. And then second half, it was all us really territory wise. Didn't create quite as much as we did in the first half, funnily enough. But yeah, disappointing, but we'll take plenty of heart from it.
And you mentioned the facilities there in a weekend full of postponements, all in and around our leagues. What were the conditions like on the pitch, and did they affect the game in any way or shape or form?
No, it was windy. It was very windy, and in one direction, as I said, against us first half, and with us second half. But the pitch played really well. It was relatively firm, nice and zippy. Yeah, credit to the ground staff over there, and obviously the facilities that they've got. It didn't affect the game at all, other than a bit of wind.
And then let's talk about that Griggs goal, because that was the silver lining in a tough defeat, an absolute belter. Have you seen that before? Did you see it coming?
I mean, he does score good goals in the past, good and important goals. You'd like to have thought, and I'm sure he'd be the same, he will enjoy the goal, but, it's not quite as special. I'm sure the goal he scored in the playoff semi-final would mean more to him because what it meant. But in terms of a one-off goal, it was an absolute peach. Um, smashed it on a volley, and it's kind of hit underside of crossbar and post, and just as postage stamp as it gets, as the saying goes. Yeah, remarkable goal, and he's been excellent. He played really well today. Unfortunately, got booked, and for nothing essentially, and that curtailed his game because the referee was eager to send people off. I think so. We had to bring him off, but he was excellent today, as were most of the rest of the team. To be fair, but the goal was superb.
And mentioning the referee, he seemed to let the game be managed by the hosts today. What were your thoughts on them kind of trying to see the game off from early on in the second half?
Well, that's credit to us, isn't it, that they've done that? Yeah, they were, slowing the game down like you wouldn't believe. The irony is, one of their fans was having a go at Pricey in the first half for being slow. God, wow, I don't come here to watch you be slow. I wonder what he was thinking about his own team in the second half. But yeah, look, they will say that they've had a good victory today, and credit to them. But we didn't deserve that today. Thought the referee. I don't like talking about referees. I've done it now 2 games in a row. But he allowed the game to ebb away 5 minutes. It should have been way more than 5 minutes that he allowed on. And in the 5 minutes, they spent about 4.5 minutes of it rolling around on the floor or taking ages over a throw in or whatever. I'm not bemoaning that. They've got a right to do that. I wish we did it better, but yeah, they did that very well. But the referee allowed it to happen, which I thought was disappointing.
And then you mentioned Pricey there, your colleague. He went in goal today with Philpott and Valero out. Has he made himself a potential regular after that penalty save?
Listen, Pricey, it's only really circumstances why he had to stop playing. He's only 32. There's no doubt in my mind he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. But certainly, I've always said he's the best person I've ever worked with as a goalkeeper in my 10 years as a manager. So I've got no fears about chucking him in. Played well. He's probably not as sharp as he once was or could be, or if he needed to, he would concentrate on doing that. But he as and when we need him, he'll be there. He's an absolute diamond of a bloke, and he didn't have a lot to do. In fairness, today didn't have a lot to do. I don't remember him making any saves other than the penalty save. Well, he made a save that came out that he had to know what the penalty came from, but then he saved the penalty. But other than that, let 2 goals in. That was it in terms of his performance. He couldn't have done anything about the goals, but he's a top lad and a top player.
And then the games keep coming thick and fast. The heads turn to Tuesday against Bashley in the Hampshire Senior Cup. How much emphasis are you putting on that match? And obviously, with the league being the main priority, can you see this as a sort of way to build confidence in the league?
It's just another game, Sarge. It's just another game, in my opinion, that we have to look up our performance and if we play like we can, we'll win the game. If we don't, they will beat us because they're a good team. We'll make 1 or 2 changes, but we're not going to make wholesale changes. We've not had a lot of games, so it's important to play plenty of football for the lads and build up their match fitness and stuff. Because absolutely, the league's more important to us. But Hampshire Senior Cup's a prestigious cup. It's probably it's not probably, it's definitely the most prestigious cup that we've got any real realistic chance of winning. The FA Cup and trophy are good for finances and stuff like that, but you're not going to win it. We got half a chance of winning the Hampshire Senior Cup, so we'll certainly give it a good go. But obviously, with half a mind on the league on Saturday away at Dorch.
Of course, and we played Bashley in pre-season, won that game. Will you be taking anything from that, even though it was a pre-season fixture?
No, not really. I mean, we've played them most years, got good relationships with them as a club. I know the manager, played with the manager, Tubbsy, for a long time, and I wish them really well. I played for Bashley for a long time. Loads of good people there, and it's great to see them back on the map again. So, friends before and after the game, but hopefully we can get a win and see what happens. But they've changed the manager since the friendly. Good team, got some good players. It'll be a tough game, but no, we will look forward to that game for sure.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time, Craig.